I'm the Messiah. I am Marvel Jesus.
Oh, I can't wait for this movie. I've been waiting so long for this. Now,
Thank
the
you so
marketing for
much.
this movie has been aggressive in the best way possible. How did the team decide what to show, and were you surprised with how tight of a lid they kept on all the secrets in this film?
Whew. Well, I will say I think we have one of the best marketing teams in the business, but also there is no better marketer and mastermind than Ryan Reynolds himself,
That's
right?
a fact. That's a fact.
And he's so in touch with his audience and knows exactly kind of how to engage with fans. And I think, yeah, of course we have to keep a lid on some stuff. We don't want to spoil things for everyone, so.
Yes, absolutely. Now, Deadpool and Wolverine is your second executive producing credit with Marvel Studios. The other being She-Hulk, which is I absolutely love.
Thank you so much.
That character also breaks the fourth wall. What did you learn from your first experience that you were able that helped inform you working on this film? And any updates on She-Hulk season 2?
Well, look, I think having a Marvel project under my belt was a great thing to step into a massive movie like this with filmmakers like Sean Levy and Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Like, I need to be able to deliver for them quickly. And I do think, you know, doing a comedy, my first kind of pure comedy with She-Hulk really taught me a lot about testing and not being precious, and if this just joke doesn't work, it's out, and what are we gonna try next? And you know, there is a real relentlessness when making a movie like this that we have to deliver for the audience. So kind of taught us that like hustle, hustle, hustle mentality.
She-Hulk season 2?
Great question. Are you sitting with Feige later? You should ask him.
I am gonna ask Feige.
Okay,
later.
good.
Now, this movie's a big shift for Marvel Studios in many ways. Was there any one aspect that made you most excited to be a part of this history in the MCU?
I mean, I think just bringing these two icons together was probably the most exciting thing. I've been such a fan of both characters, you know, grew up watching Hugh play Wolverine. I saw Logan twice opening weekend in
Same.
theaters, right?
It's amazing.
I was so shook. I just had to go back and see it the next day. And like, Deadpool was such a groundbreaking, innovative, never seen anything like it before experience for me. And so I think like just bringing these two guys together is the most exciting thing for me.
I couldn't agree with you more. Now, this project is incredible because this is the first MCU project that existed before the merger.
Mm-hmm.
What was it like being a part of that project and getting to unleash kind of like these characters that the Fox characters that Disney's bringing in? And was there anything on your wish list that you wanted to bring to this project specifically?
You know, I think this was really totally unique because it was two characters that we were inheriting that had their own rich history and legacy, right? Like we weren't just building it from the ground up. So that was definitely a unique experience for us, but also really helpful in the development process because you know what works with these characters and what doesn't, and kind of bringing the best of that into the MCU. And I don't know if there was something on my wish list that I did or didn't want. I mean, just to make a movie with these two guys is really the dream come true.
Now, speaking of making a movie with these two guys, they are both incredible actors and both iconic in these roles. Can you talk to me about the first time you saw Hugh in his iconic Wolverine costume?
Yes, I can, because it was at the camera test before we even started shooting. And, you know, he walked out in that yellow and blue, and there was just a collective gasp. And I've said this before, but there were truly grown men weeping on the stage. It just felt like destiny and this magical moment. And even Hugh, who's now playing the character for the 10th time in 25 years, like, you know, it feels like he's the X-Man of a generation, right? And even he was just so excited about it. Like, you knew it was something very powerful.
Absolutely. Well, look, this movie's right around the corner, and it can't get here fast enough for me.
I know.
That first 40 minutes was the biggest tease.
Oh.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you. So
You're
nice
incredible,
meeting you.
yeah.
It's only 9 people, but my entire world is right here in this picture. And I have no idea how to save it alone, but you know how to save them.